Hey, it's Stacy with Yellow Rose Homestead, and today I'm going to be attempting to make the trucker's version of Jambalaya, one of our favorites. We have not tried this before, so you get to come along and experience it with us. Let's get cooking. Okay. All right, for the ingredients, I have them laid out right here. Of course, I don't have much room in the truck to do this, so I have parboiled rice, which is so much easier to use on the truck. It doesn't take much time or effort to cook it. I have 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes and chilies, green chilies. I have a pound of, to us it's called down home sausage in Louisiana, but you can use any kind of kielbasa, smoked sausage. It's basically like the Hillshire Farms, works good. That's what I used to use a long time ago. I have 3.5 chicken breasts, and of course the star of the show is Slap Your Mama. And the Slap Your Mama is the equivalent to Zatarain's or Tony Chachere's seasoning, any kind of Cajun seasoning, as long as you have onion, garlic, and cayenne pepper in it, you're good to go. You can mix and match your own if you want to. Make your own Slap Your Mama, but that Slap Your Mama will make you want to slap your mama. I'm gonna start putting these in, and I will show you that in just a second. This is probably the best invention, close to sliced bread. I absolutely love my crock pot bags because I don't have to do it. It's hard to take a crock pot into a rest area or a truck stop and wash it because the sinks are too small to fit this thing under the water. So we're gonna put our meat into the crock pot. I was not gonna do this with us moving, but you know what? Yeah, I am, because I'm gonna show you just how difficult this is to do in a moving vehicle. All right, there goes my chicken. Come on, chicken. I use chicken boobies. You can use thighs, legs, anything. These were big, Christopher. These were big pieces of chicken. We're gonna have, oh, meals for days. Come on, chicken. All right, I got my meat in. Ooh, my legs are getting wobbly. I'm sitting down now. All right, I have my meat. I'm gonna add the Rotel. I guess I could do this a little bit better, but you see, it's not easy to add ingredients in a moving truck. Come on, Rotel, get out. You're open, just go. Okay, now I put the chicken breast in whole because this tomato mixture, the Rotel, is going to make that chicken cook down, ooh, and make it easy to shred. And yes, this is a very small space. You can see I've already got my mess. That's a very small cooking space. I don't have much room, and the floor is not much wider, so I don't have much room. So see, this is my kitchen, and there's our TV, which is our living room. So everything is combined in this truck. All right, if I can see this, I'm going to put it on high for, oh, we're gonna have to go, I'm gonna say 3.5 hours. And guess what, Chris? I hit start. All right, I do want to show you, there's my kitchen sink. I got to do a little cleanup. We're gonna let the chicken and the sausage cook, get in there, and meld ingredients and flavors. There are actually 2 versions of South Louisiana jambalaya. One is Creole and one is Cajun. I'm making the Creole version because I use tomatoes. Jambalaya is the French attempt at making the Spanish paella. I said it correctly that time. I've been rehearsing that word. But the big difference in Creole and Cajun cooking is the Creole people use tomatoes in theirs. So if you ever eat a gumbo that has tomatoes in it, that's not, if you're in South Louisiana, that's not considered gumbo. Gumbo should not have tomatoes in it. It's roux-based, which is a gravy, basically, flour and some type of fatted oil or grease. So I can't wait till this is done. I'm gonna have to shred my chicken while Chris is asleep, so we'll have to be very quiet.
All right, because Stacy is actually driving now, I'm gonna be doing the recording, and she will not be looking at the camera per se because she is driving.
I'm actually driving, and we are in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm at a red light, so I can look at the camera for a little glance over. I gotta watch my light. We are close, I guess, to Nathan, or shout out to all my Tennessee peeps, and I know Nathan at Sampson Farms is in Tennessee, and he's not too terribly far from Memphis, I don't think. I don't remember now. So I did want to talk to y'all a little bit about jambalaya, or jambalaya, as Chris says, and you'll hear me go back and forth. And I do go back and forth from jambalaya to jambalaya, and I used to not do that until I met Christopher. And but in jambalaya, you can use any meat that you want to, because it is a South Louisiana delicacy, if you want to say. They use a lot of seafood in their jambalaya. Shrimp. They use beef and ham. They don't use in jambalaya. Most of South Louisiana food is because they cook from leftovers. So whatever's in the kitchen, whatever's in the refrigerator, gets thrown in that dish. So jambalaya basically is a rice dish with a meat. It can have a tomato base or a gravy or roux base, depending on if it's a Creole or a Cajun cooking. Creole is more of the Spanish, African American blend, where the Cajun is more the whites from Acadiana. They are the Acadian French. So there's a little more history for you about the South Louisiana foods, and it's rated, and I gotta stop truck. And I stopped. So, I am a blend of Louisiana and Texas. I love the heritage and the culture and the history of Louisiana, but I would say my blood is Texas. I think it's a blend of Texas and Louisiana. My parents are both Texans. They live in Louisiana. I was raised in Louisiana, and I love both states fairly equally. It's kind of like you have two children, and they say, who's your favorite? Well, I have favorite things about each one, but neither one stands out. Okay, we're gonna sneak back and shred that chicken, and I'll show you that in just a second. Got to be quiet though, because we don't want to wake up Chris. We don't want to wake up Chris. Okay, sorry for the shadows, but that's what it looks like. I haven't shredded it yet. It has been on high for 3.5 hours and warm for an hour and a half. So it's cooked. It's it's done, but now we just got to add a couple of things. Oh, I wish y'all could smell that. That looks so good. I'm gonna start adding a little bit of Slap Your Mama. I hope Chris can do something about the volume. I'm trying to be quiet. Okay. We'll mix that. Shh. Bear. Look at that juice. All right. That'll be done when I get the rice in, and probably add some more Slap Your Mama. Okay. The final step is 1 cup of rice. And whatever rice you use, go ahead and use those cooking instructions. I use the parboiled rice, like I said, and I am going to add, I figured out that if I use about a cup of rice, I need to use a bottle of water. All right. Now, I'm gonna give that a stir. And in about, I have it set for 1 hour on low. It'll automatically adjust after it cooks for an hour. The crock pot will turn it on warm. So after that, Chris and I'll switch and we'll see the end results. Okay, I am going to try this one-handed. It's a little soupier than I want it to be, and I think that might be because y'all didn't tell me I needed to turn the crock pot back on when I put the rice in. But luckily it was parboiled. Might could add a little more rice to it. That's almost pure meat. Okay. I hope I'm not moving that too much. There, I promise there is some rice in there. But yeah, I think I could put a little bit more rice in there. Okay, let me show you what it looks like in the bowl. You can see the rice. It should have a little bit more rice. That one's mine. That one's Chris's. And I think I will put a little more rice in. So baby, what do you think? So what you're saying is you can't talk because your mouth is full? Because it's good?
Make me pause for my eating. It's good. Really good.